West Ham United's highly anticipated return to European football comes against a side called FK TSC Bačka Topola. I think we'll just call them TSC, as they make the trip over from Serbia to the London Stadium to take on David Moyes' side in our opening Europa League group stage campaign. This is West Ham's third consecutive year in European football. That is quite unbelievable to actually say. After falling short in the semi-final of the Europa League in the 2021 season to Frankfurt, of course, and after being victorious in the Europa Conference League in the season after, we now find ourselves back where it all started in the Europa League, hoping for yet more glory in a European competition. So here we go again. Thursday, Sunday football is back. And instead of doing a huge, big live preview, I thought I could do a quick fire snippet, so it's better for you, it's better for me, and we can make things just a little bit shorter, because it seems like we're playing every 5 minutes at the moment. So without further ado, let's get on into it. I'm going to do a little bit about our opponents, TSC, and then a little bit about team news and what Moyes and Thomas Souček said in today's pre-match press conference ahead of the tie. So to start off with TSC then, so they will become the second oldest football club to play West Ham on Thursday evening. Former Southampton midfielder Dusan Tadic, who remembers him? He started his career at TSC before moving on, so they have brought through some quite good players who have gone on to play in the Premier League in recent years. Recent seasons have seen a level of success that TSC fans have been quite unfamiliar with. They've had promotion to the Serbian First League, which is the second division of Serbian football, and that was achieved in 2017 before their first ever promotion to the Premier League of Serbian football in 2019, where they've remained ever since. So they've been pretty newcomers, comers, in sort of glory terms. They haven't always been at the top. They've managed to maneuver themselves and forge their way to the top in recent years, and they're smashing it at the moment. Currently top of the Serbian Super League, so the Premier League of Serbia. They are top of it. They are 4 points clear of the side that Manchester City played last night in Red Star Belgrade, and they're currently unbeaten, 6 wins, 1 draw in 7 games, 19 points on the board, and currently so far they're looking like a very good outfit in the Serbian league. That's what I will say. However, it will not be a total surprise that we've never played this side. This will be the first meeting of West Ham and TSC Bačka Topola on Thursday night over at the London Stadium. So let's move on to what we know about this game in terms of West Ham. The pre-match press conference has been conducted by Thomas Souček, who we're going to start with. Thomas Souček said, "We are very excited. We all remember last year and how good the tournament was. We still remember that amazing final in Prague, and we're happy to go again." He was then asked about the last 2 years and whether that experience will help. He responded, "It will help a lot. We want to enjoy another year of European football because we enjoy it. We get more games and are definitely playing almost every Thursday and Sunday, and the fans love it. We as players love it too. Our first game is tomorrow, and we want to play in all of them." And that is the mentality we like to hear. Us fans don't want this to stop. This is amazing. This is a dream. 3 consecutive years of European football. If you'd have said that to me 3 years ago, I'd looked at you in a very stupid way, because we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to maintain it for 1 year, no under 3 years. And it's got to have, we've got to give credit to Moyes, to the backroom staff, to everybody involved, and of course that unit of players that have performed on the pitch and given these fans dreams and moments and memories and trips that they'll never forget. And that's what we want to continue with. That's the bottom line of it, and it seems like that's got through to the players that we want to keep doing this. We aren't just here to make the numbers up anymore. Some people may have thought we were in the first year before we got to the semi-final and then won one of the competitions last year. We aren't here to make up the numbers. We are here to seriously challenge and to win these European trophies. And I don't see why we can't go on and win another one this year, whether it's this one or whether we drop down to the Conference League again. I've got confidence in an element of priority will be on this competition if I was David Moyes. Thomas Tuchel was then asked about the squad. He said, "I feel this squad may be the strongest I've played with at West Ham. It's a different type. There are different type of players, but we all have individual qualities." That's a little dig at somebody there. I wonder who. With the quality of these players and our mentality, it's certainly one of the best I've known since being here. That seems to have gone through to the players as well. This is a very good squad with some very good players, not only with the quality, but with European pedigree, European experience. And that shone through last year. And we've made some really, really smart additions to that team this year as well, which I think is nothing but positive, in my opinion. We'll move on to what David Moyes has said. Firstly, he was asked about team news, and delightedly, he said, "We've got everybody available. Everybody's fit and ready to play, apart from Edson Alvarez, who is suspended. That's nothing to do with us." I think he picked up too many red cards or yellow cards or something in last year's UEFA European competition, which he played for Ajax. So that means that he's banned for this game. So that goes on from his last club, which is a little bit frustrating, but it'll give him a rest ahead of what's going to be a difficult game on Sunday. To be fair, I wouldn't have expected him to play this game anyway, because he came off after 70 minutes on Saturday, because he'd only just come back from international duty, other side of the world, Mexico. He was jet lagged, tired, the rest of it. So I wouldn't have expected him to play this game anyway, but he isn't available for selection because of a disciplinary issue that he had his time at Ajax last season. But apart from that, it's good news. Moyes has a full squad of players to pick from, and I'm expecting rotation. I'm expecting the likes of Fornals to come in, and Mavropanos, maybe Kudus to start. I think would be a good option. All of those sort of players. Let's try and give some of the first teamers who are dead on to start on Sunday a bit of a rest, and give some other players a go. I think Antonio will start, because I don't think he trusts either Ings or Mubama to lead the line on their own. So I think Antonio will have to start. Bowen will probably have to start as well, because Cornet doesn't look like he's going to get a look in. Maybe he will. But at this moment in time, I wouldn't hold my breath in terms of Maxwell Cornet. But it's those type of players I'd expect to, start this game. There's got to be some rotation, because otherwise we'll end up, we've got a squad of players. We just as well use them. So rotation, of course, is to be expected. Moyes did confirm one player that would definitely start, injury dependent in the warm-up, was Lucas Fabianski. Moyes mentioned Lucas Fabianski will play tomorrow night. He's a brilliant goalkeeper and has been excellent for us at times. Now, of course, he spoke out vocally on an interview with somebody a couple of weeks ago, how he felt really disappointed that he'd been dropped from Premier League action. But Alphonse Areola has been excellent. Barring that one drop of the ball at Brighton away, he's been pretty much flawless for me. And I think his performance on Saturday, against Man City, really just epitomised the player that he is. He made, was it 10 or 11 saves in that game? And not many of them were camera easy saves. He made some really difficult saves. He's kept us in a couple of matches so far this season, and he's proved why he is now our number one. And he's, he's showing Moyes why he should have given him the opportunity in the first place. So that's the positive. Some of the saves Areola makes, Fabianski just simply wouldn't. And that's nothing against Lucas Fabianski. I think he's a really good player. He's been a great servant to the football club, but he's still going to play these European games. He'll play against Lincoln next week. It's not like he's never going to play again. There's still going to be plenty of opportunities for Lucas Fabianski, and tomorrow night is going to be one for him. So hopefully he takes it. He doesn't do anything stupid, and can just sort of keep his name in David Moyes' head, in my opinion. So there we go. That's pretty much all you need to know ahead of tomorrow night's game. It's not going to be full in there. Just under 40,000 tickets are expected to be sold come tomorrow night. So it won't be a full house, but all of you guys going over to London Stadium, enjoy it, have a nice night, and hopefully we can kick off our European campaign for this new season with a win, with 3 points, couple of goals, and some nice positivity going into our game at Anfield. Big game in the Premier League on Sunday. All I ask for Moyes is rotate, give some other players a chance, and give some of the main starters a bit of a rest. But if we need them, if we're 1-0 down at half time, by all means, put all of them on, put the big guns on. But they need, they are going to need rests through this season. And I think this is probably a decent opportunity at home to, on paper, the weakest side in our group. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to West Ham Official if you are new. My prediction is 2-0 West Ham. Hopefully they don't cause us too many problems. Fairly routine, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and we can get the job done. Maybe a goal for Pablo Fornals, and a goal from a set piece, one of the centre-backs. Hopefully Mavropanos may open his account for West Ham. That'll be a perfect evening. Hopefully it'll be something like that. Put your predictions into the comment section down below and the rest of your thoughts for tomorrow night's game. But that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Come on, you Irons, and I'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.